Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, June 20th, and happy first day of summer 2020. Um, Finally got another video in here for you, and yes, it's been a while, but we're happy to be back. So it is Father's Day weekend, so by the time you guys see this, just say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hopefully you guys get to see your dads this weekend and surprise them with all the goodies that you are able to give him. So today I'm going to be making a recipe I've never made before, but it is going to be something I'm going to make my dad for Father's Day. So my dad's favorite kind of cake that he enjoys is carrot cake. So on Pinterest, I was able to find a recipe that I think he would really enjoy, and I'm looking forward to making it. So today we are going to make cream cheese carrot cake bars. So let's go ahead and get started and see how these babies turn out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Okay, we're going to let that warm up. Then we're going to take an 8-inch baking pan and we are going to spray it with some cooking spray. So get that ready and we'll set this aside. And here are all the ingredients that we're going to need today. So for the carrot cake bars, we are going to need some unsalted butter, 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 cup of shredded carrots. And then for the cream cheese swirl, we're going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese and make sure that is set to room temperature. 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 large egg yolk, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And so this is all the ingredients you're going to need. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the melted butter in a microwave safe dish. So I'm just going to put it in a little Pyrex cup so that way it'll make it easier for it to melt. So we got our 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Now we're going to put this in the microwave and let's go ahead and we'll set it for, let's say 30 seconds and see how it looks at that point. So put it in for 30 seconds. We'll wait for that to melt. Okay, so we got butter melted. And so I'd say that looks pretty well melted. Let me go ahead and grab a fork and see if we can get that a little bit less lumpy. See what we got here. So move this out of the way. Okay. So in a medium-sized bowl, we are going to add the melted butter and we're going to add the brown sugar and we're going to mix those together. So here is the melted butter. And then we are going to need 1 cup of light brown sugar. So let's go ahead and take our brown sugar and we're going to add 1 cup of it. Let's see what we got here. And also, just a little hint for you guys. This is called a brown sugar bear. And what you do is you put it in your brown sugar and it keeps your brown sugar soft and it prevents it from getting hard. I highly recommend these if you do bake a lot. It works like a charm because you see my brown sugar is completely softened and these work so well. Okay, so got my cup and I'm going to go ahead and put that out. Okay, then we're going to pour that in. And there is the brown sugar. Okay, and now it says to go ahead and mix these to combine. So let me bring the bowl back over here and we'll grab a spatula and we'll go ahead and we'll combine these. Ooh, that looks so good. little pieces of brown sugar in there, but those can break up pretty easily. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and stir in the egg and the vanilla. So we're going to use 1 large egg, and as you guys know, I do like to use egg beaters, again, to cut out calories, because as you guys seen my other videos, you know I do like to cut out the calories on that. So, bring the bowl back here, and we're going to add 1 egg, and if you use egg beaters, it equals 1/4 cup. So measure that out. Pour that in. Okay, and then we're going to need 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So let me grab my measuring spoons here. And, well, I'm missing my tablespoon here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It was hiding from me. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. All right. Excellent. And then we're going to go ahead and stir these guys in. Mixed up pretty well. Okay, and then after we get this all mixed together, we're going to add in the flour, cinnamon, baking powder, and salt, and then we're going to stir again until completely combined. So let me go ahead and get this, make sure everything looks good on this. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add in our flour. We're going to add 1 cup of flour. So let me grab the flour here. We're going to add 1 cup. Whoa. Okay. So again, 1 cup of flour. Okay, and then next we are going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So let me grab my teaspoon here, and then my little jar of cinnamon. Okay, and then after the cinnamon, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So we've got baking powder. Add 1/4 teaspoon. All right, and then the last one we add is salt. So it's going to be 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So where is my salt at? There it is. Salt. Okay. And then pour that. Whoop. A little bit more than 1/4, but oh well. Okay, and then after doing that, we're going to stir again until it is completely combined. So let me go ahead and stir this up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so we got everything combined, and that's what it's supposed to look like. Now we are going to go ahead and add in our carrots, and we're going to add in 1 cup of shredded carrots. And I forgot to show this, I forgot to take it out earlier, but that is our shredded carrots. So let's go ahead and we'll get that ready. So here's our 1 cup and our carrots. Okay, and then it says to go ahead and fold these in, and then we are going to set them aside. So we're going to go ahead fold these in. Okay, so I'd say that looks pretty good. So now we're going to go ahead and set these aside, and I think we're going to go ahead and make the cream cheese, I think. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and set it aside, and we'll go ahead and start on the cream cheese. Okay, so it says to go ahead and grab another bowl, and then in a medium-sized bowl, we are going to add in the cream cheese, sugar, egg yolk, and vanilla, and then we're going to mix smooth until it's smooth and creamy. Okay, so we're going to need 4 ounces of cream cheese, and we're going to go ahead and use half of this since this is an 8 ounce. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and we'll use half of it. And again, if you notice that I did get the 1/3 less fat because, again, as you know, cutting calories. So we're going to go ahead and cut this in half. Pull this apart, and again, as I said before, make sure this is at room temperature. It needs to be at room temperature before you can put it in. So let's go ahead and we'll cut this up. I'm gonna grab this. I think this will work better. Okay, so we'll cut this in half, so go probably about right there. We'll add in 4 ounces of cream cheese into our bowl. See if I can get a little bit more. Don't want to leave any of this good stuff behind, that's for sure. Okay, so we got that. I'll wrap this up and then save it for another time. In the box here. Okay, and then after we put in the cream cheese, we're going to put in 1/4 cup of sugar. So let me put this back in the fridge so it stays soft. Okay, so again, 1/4 cup of sugar, or 1/4 cup, and I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out really quick. You don't get any yolks in it. Okay, whoop, sorry about that. Okay, so here's our sugar. Okay, 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, next, 1 large egg yolk. I think since we're using egg beaters, this will count as the same thing, so let's give it a shot. So again, it's going to be another 1/4 cup since we're using egg beaters. Okay, and then the final thing is going to be 3/4 of a cup. Let's try that again. 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we got our vanilla from beforehand, and we're just going to estimate 3/4. So got my teaspoon here. We'll just estimate it here. Okay, that's probably good enough. All right, and then we are going to go ahead and mix it all together until it is smooth and creamy. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I got that as smooth and creamy as I can. It doesn't look the best, but you know what? We're going to give it a try. I did taste test it, and it tasted fine, so let's just go ahead and go for it. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to pour about half of the carrot cake batter into the pan and spread it out with the spatula. So, got our mixture right here. Go ahead and we'll pour in half here. Go ahead and spread it out. What was that? Half maybe? Add a little bit more there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and spread this out. Let's see how that does. Whoop. Stuff is very, very sticky. It doesn't seem to want to stay put. So, okay. It's going to be as good as it's going to get. All right. So you know what? I'm going to add a little bit more to it. So you can get it to spread out a little bit more. This stuff is stubborn. Okay. All right, so that looks a little bit better. Okay, so we got it evened out. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take half of the cheesecake batter and drop spoonfuls over the carrot cake batter. And we are not to swirl it yet. So, got our batter here. And again, I said it doesn't look the best, but we're going to give it a shot. See what we do. So we're going to do spoonful. So let me grab a spoon. And we're going to put it in here. And again, I do apologize, it doesn't look the best, but again, it tasted fine, so. Let's go over so you guys can see a little bit. Okay, so now we are not to swirl it yet. And then they said, drop the remaining carrot cake batter by spoonfuls around the cheesecake batter. Okay, so I'm going to grab another spoon. I'm going to go around. So this may be a little bit interesting. Okay. I don't know if this is how we're exactly supposed to do it, but we're going to wing it. More out of here. Give that a try. Again, I don't know how good that's going to be, but again, this is a first time thing, so we're going to give it a shot. Just add one right down here. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we are going to finish with drops of the remaining cheesecake batter. And then we're going to take a knife and we're going to swirl around until the two are swirled together. So... And again, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but I don't think it's supposed to be this soft. But we're winging it. And if it turns out it's bad, then it's bad. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and swirl it. So let's go ahead and grab a knife and we'll swirl it. Okay, so they're swirled together. Ooh, this batter is very, very thick. I sure hope they taste good. And if not, then sorry, Dad. I tried. I don't think it's technically supposed to look this way, but again, giving it a shot. Okay. And now the next thing, we're going to bake for about 35 to 40 minutes, and the edges will be golden brown. And there will be very little jiggling to the center. And our oven is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. Hopefully it turns out fine. And we're going to start off with 35 minutes and see how that does. And then we'll check back when it's done and see how it looks. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven and this is the final product. It actually didn't turn out as bad as I thought. Now, hopefully they taste as good as they look, but we'll find out tomorrow. My dad will be the taste tester and I will let you know. So that'll be it for today, but I'll be back tomorrow to let you guys know. Alright guys, so it has been a couple days since I made the cream cheese carrot cake bars. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test them yesterday during Father's Day because I ate way too much and I was to the point where if I ate any more, I was going to explode. So I decided I did taste test them today when I went over to my parents, and they did turn out good. I couldn't really taste the cream cheese very well, probably because when I made it, I realized that it called for an egg yolk, and I did talk to people who were like really involved in cooking. They said you should have definitely done the egg yolk. Do not do the egg beaters because it will get very, very liquidy. So that was a bummer. I mean, I did taste a little bit of it, but you really couldn't taste it very well. But the bars itself, the carrot cake bars, they were good. Now, I don't think I would make those again. So my opinion, I mean, if you want to try them and actually use the egg yolk for the cream cheese, let me know how it goes. Just comment below and let me know how that goes, and maybe I'll make them again. But I don't know if I would make them again, but we'll see. But my dad said he really liked them, and it was a very good treat for him for Father's Day, and really, really enjoyed it because he loves his carrot cake. Alright, so that is going to do it for this video. Just remember to like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to subscribe, there is a big button down below that says the word subscribe. Oh, sorry, it's been a long day. So click the subscribe button down below on the bottom. It's a red button. And then when you click that button, there's going to be a bell icon right next to it. Just click the bell, and it will let you know once we upload new videos. And remember, if you do like this video, go to like it and to comment down below if you have any suggestions for any recipes for me to make. And again, that's going to do it for today, and we will see you guys next time. And I hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day. Hopefully you all got to see your dads yesterday and treated him as the best dad he's ever been to you. All right, so that's going to do it. We'll see you guys next time. And that is that.